Hello students, Jai Hind to all. This is Vivek Srivastav sir and I am continuing with your classes with the subject geography and the topic we will discuss today, that is traits to flora and fauna. In Hindi we can say वनस्पति और जीव को होने वाली परेशानियां या जिस प्रकार की समस्याएं वनस्पति और जीव इस समय झेल रहे हैं, we are going to discuss in this class. Okay, so without wasting the time, let us start the topic. The rising human population and their growing demand have endangered our natural resources. Through government in various countries have taken steps to check disasters like dust storms. Okay, but the human progress on urbanization and industrialization are still great threats to our natural vegetation and wildlife. So beta, when we are thinking that what kind of problems that flora and fauna are facing, so the first answer will be they are facing problems with us, with the humans, because our population is growing day by day. Okay, and we are demanding the places to live or the places to produce foods, agriculture. Okay, so we are cutting down the trees, flora and fauna. So if we are cutting the trees, it means flora. Then where the animals alive, it means fauna. Okay, so continue this topic. The increasing demand of the consumption is leading to the invasive activities that have a direct impact on the resources. It means the increasing demand. As I told you, demand for living, eating, etc. So the increasing demand is leading the invasive activities. Invasive activities for these two flora and faunas are meant advanced forest and the animals. So people are invading into a land to other living beings for their needs by clearing the forest and has led to habitat loss of the animals. The encroachment of resources for doing agriculture, of construction, settling up mines and getting other economic benefits has endangered the very existence of humans as well. Okay, it is more important thing that is after living and eating. It means for residence and to eat. The next important thing is that is mines for economic growth. Okay, so when we are cutting down the fields and digging down the holes, that is known as mining. Okay, so these are the factors responsible for the threats to flora and faunas. Okay, let us continue with some other examples. Population is another factor that is responsible for the drilling of vegetation and life. You must have often read about the melting of glaciers due to global warming. You all have some knowledge about the global warming as you read in the early classes of science and some hint in the SST classes also in the last batch. So global warming leading to the deterioration of vegetation and industrialization and sewage waste in river and oceans is a great threat of marine life. Okay, those animals or insects, those who are in water, in marine life, they are not safe, and the problem there again we, the humans, because we are putting our wastes in the rivers, in the oceans. So while eating these kind of bad things, the marine animals were not alive and they are increasing in the numbers. Okay then, poaching is another threat some humans kill animal for their economic benefits. This activity is known as poaching. Animals like elephant, cheetah, lions, deer, peacock, etc. are killed for their teeth, skin, hides, horns or feathers, which has led to the existence of many species. This illegal trade needs to be checked to protect the endangered species. These are the problems with flora and fauna in these days. And right now we are going to know that what was the steps to protect the flora and fauna. So the next topic to be discussed is steps to protect flora and fauna. Okay, then wait a minute. Topic to discuss here is steps to protect flora and fauna. So in this topic we are going to know that how we can protect flora and fauna. It means the vegetables and the species or animals. So coming straight to the points. The first point is various countries has developed national parks that prohibited any type of human activity in these areas. Okay. So wildlife sanctuaries are promoted as the habitats of endangered species. While zoo or the wildlife sanctuaries, we are able to see that those animals that are endangered, okay, so they are safe there. But activities like timber harvesting, cultivation and collection of forest products are allowed in these areas, and there are biosphere reserves as well that protect the natural vegetation and wildlife. The research areas are as biosphere reserves are developed to study how the activity of human being can be carried out without disturbing the ecosystem. In a biosphere, the humans and other living beings can live in the same area. Okay. The next topic that to be followed as per CITES CITES is the full form of the Conservation of International Trade and Endangered Species. Write down CITES, CITES. Okay, learn its full form. It is important for you. So CITES has some birds and animals has been prepared to trade for such animals is strictly prohibited. It means they are in this organization, some animals and species are strictly to prohibited to trade. Okay. So in India, laws have been made to check hunting of animals as it has been declared illegal. And people who indulge in illegal hunting are subject to fine or imprisoned. It means who found guilty while hunting animals or in the trade of such animals and birds, those are endangered. He is illegal in India and will be fined or imprisoned. Okay, beta. Topic number 3 to discuss here, that is, government alone is not responsible, but it is the duty of all humans to protect our flora and fauna and maintain the balance of ecosystem. So, government is not only responsible for that kind of activities, we are also, being a human, are responsible to protect flora and fauna. That is written in the third point. And the fourth point is careless deforestation and shifting cultivation by tribal people should be stopped. The fourth point is that careless cultivation or deforestation. It means the cutting of the jungles or forest. It is known as deforestation. It should be stopped, okay, and the shifting cultivation activity should be stopped. That is done by the tribal people, okay. So next topic, that is fourth topic, forest. Fifth topic, forest fire should be checked and prevented through awareness programs and communication networks. Forest fire, we have learned about this in the last classes also. Forest fire should be stopped by checking it continuously, okay. And the next topic, that is programs like One Mahotsav should be organized. One Mahotsav program should be organized. And last, school should organize nature camps and educate children about the benefit of wildlife and vegetation. So beta, in this video we have learned, I taught you that trees to flora and fauna, okay, and what are the rules or the steps to protect flora and fauna. How could we protect flora and fauna? So beta, that is all for today's video. I will be there with next class. I hope it will be related to your civics classes. Okay then, thanks for watching the video. Have a nice day.